isn't. Alright, this is STEAMpunk Academy, and I'm Professor Justice Marath, and today I'm going to tell you all about the tragedy of the Charmins. What do I mean by that? Well, we're going to talk about the economic theory called the tragedy of the commons, which pops up in all sorts of different sciences, other social sciences, ecology, etc. So the way the story goes with the tragedy of the commons is when you have a large replenishable resource like your local Costco toilet paper, and people start to take what resource they need at a reasonable rate, you'll see that while the resource is becoming depleted, more shows up, and everything is a-okay. Now, the problem with this is when a large group of people are all independently sharing the shared resource, what might happen is a bad actor might come along, and for whatever reason they may feel is important, they think it's most rational for them to instead take all of it. And what happens then? Well, I've got to take mine too. I got to get mine. And now what do we have? We have the tragedy itself. There is no more Charmin toilet paper. The resource has been completely depleted, and we have to wait for replenishment. Now, we both acted in our own best interest, but it was not in the best interest of society. And so there's ways we can alleviate this. Economists and social scientists talk about all sorts of ways. One idea is to privatize. Another idea is to do quotas, whereas just like there's fishing limits per day, we have Costco saying right now that you can only take 1 bushel of toilet paper per person per day. Another option is gatekeeping. This would be saying who does get to buy it or not. So you see situations where Smith's, for example, is letting elderly people in first so they can get what they need before all you selfish, irrational buttheads come in the door. Or, for example, in the gas crisis in the 70s, where you were only allowed to get access to that resource on certain days based off your license plates. But there's a third one that doesn't require outright laws and regulations, and that is the power of social norms. We are social animals, and shame does in fact work for most of us. So when you see that butthead taking all of that toilet paper, it's a-okay to publicly shame them. And that, my friends, is tragedy of the Charmins.